All right, awesome artists, welcome back. And so now we're gonna see our finishing touches on our cupcakes, our last step. So you're gonna carefully open up your bag. Remember, hold it like a pizza when you're taking it to your table, so that way it doesn't squish or squash or anything like that. So I'm gonna carefully lift it up, slide it out. There we go. And look at that. I've got the cupcake started there. I had a little extra clay in there. I'll still grab that out too to use for any details. And this, I might need a little more than this, so I can raise my hand and the teacher can bring me some more. Okay, perfect. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get to add any of those fun details. So I'm going to carefully, using both hands, take the lid off, and there's the catch. Keeping it happy there. Okay, and so now what we're going to do is any details. So think about the flavor and if you want any sprinkles or anything like that. I thought I would keep this outside textured. You could smooth it if you want. I think I'll go classic with the cherry on top. And so I'm going to first roll. This needs a little bit of moisture there. All right. And I'll see if I think I think it needs to be a little bit smaller. So I'm going to take some of that out. I'll do chocolate and cherry because that's always delicious. All right, good. And so now we'll do the very most important thing, which is, of course, scoring and slipping. So if you don't score and slip, your clay will fall apart. It's just going to happen, okay? So you have to score and slip. There, I'm going to have mine tipping off a little bit to the side, like it's going to fall down the frosting. All right, now I'm going to add the little cherry stem. Okay, I'm not making it too thin. The important thing is to not flatten it. That is flat. Okay, I still want it to be 3D. I want it to look like the stem, but I don't want to flatten it. So it still looks 3D. All right, and then I can add the cherry stem on here, kind of like that as it's going off to the side. Might cut off a little bit of it. And there we go. Get a nice straight edge there with that. And that'll be where it connects there. Okay, so now I'm going to score and slip. Dip the toothbrush in the water a little bit, score and slip. Okay, I don't want too much water because then it's just going to slide off. So I'm going to kind of have that curve sideways a little bit. Notice I'm always supporting my structure. All right, so I'm always supporting it. I'm going to add a leaf too as well. And I can blend the seams. So I'm just going to blend that together there so that way it doesn't come off in the kiln. And now I can add the little leaves. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of this and I will show how to do some sprinkles as well, a few different kinds. For the sprinkles, it's okay if they're a little bit, yeah, I like the little leaf there. Sorry guys, there we go. For the sprinkles, it's okay if they're a little more flat because they're attaching to something. Okay, so because these are sticking off the side, I do not want it to be flat because then it'll just fall apart in the kiln. I want to keep it that 3D. So score and slip. And just going to take my time shaping that the way I want it with the little leaf there. I love it. Okay, cool. And I think I'm just going to blend a little right there where it's tipping off. Sometimes if you dip your clay tool in the water, it can just help with the smoothing so it doesn't pull the clay. Ooh, here, I'm going to use... that one didn't quite work the way I wanted to, so I adjusted and I just used this instead. Okay, this would probably work better. I dipped this clay tool in the water. There we go. Smaller edge for that spot just to blend that together so I have a solid construction and just smoothing that out. All right, there we go, looking cool. Now I'll show a quick few sprinkles here and then you can choose any type of designs you want. Now, make sure your name is still on the lid and on the base today. That's going to be important because we're going to put these in the kiln, okay? And we don't want to get yours mixed up with someone else's, so we want to make sure that we have our names on them. So one would be a coil sprinkle. So I'm just doing really small coils and cutting them in half here. All right, so I'm just taking a little bit of clay, and then I'm going to go back and forth. But what if I wanted M&M sprinkles or something like that? You know, that'd be a little different. So after I make this teeny tiny little coil and do a little slicing here, I can show that as well. Now for these, of course, you still score and slip. So I have to dip my toothbrush in the water, score and slip, and press it on where I want it to go. Okay, score and slip both sides. You might think, oh, I don't have to. Yes, you do. Okay, people thought they didn't have to, and then theirs falls apart in the kiln, and they're sad, and they go, why didn't we listen? All right, so make sure you score and slip. Now for the round, like M&M type sprinkles, I'm just gonna roll. Okay, if I wanted them to be, you know, M&Ms, I could always put the little M on there just for fun. And I didn't flatten it too much, a little bit, not too much. And then I'm gonna score and slip and put that on there. And I'll do a few more to match it. Okay, so those are a few sprinkle ideas. Really, you could put anything, you know. Like if you wanted Oreos, you could do a little Oreo on top. If you wanted a strawberry on top, you know, the candle, I saw someone with a candle design. The possibilities are endless here, just like your imagination, okay? There's a few specific things for cleanup here that we'll do in just a second. And that is, this no longer goes in your bag, all right? It does not. And so we want it to dry and get the moisture out. And so yours is not gonna go, there's the little M&M, in the bag. Okay, so I'm gonna score and slip one more time there. That looks ready. Okay, so now that I'm all set here with my fun cupcake, I'm gonna once again put this on so the catch fits. I'm not gonna like hulk it on there because sometimes they get stuck when they dry. It's nice to let the lids dry onto the base so that way your lid fits when it comes out of the kiln, but I'm just lightly putting it on there. I'm not squishing it on because sometimes they do get stuck. It has happened before, okay? So don't squish it on there. And now I can go put this on the clay cart for it to dry and then go into our kiln, okay? You're gonna put your clay tools in the sink. Extra clay can come up to me. We'll reuse it for another class. And then we'll also sponge off our mat. So same cleanup we've been doing all week. And you wouldn't want your, here, I'm gonna move a little cupcake. Okay, you wouldn't want your clay there. All right, that's already on the cart, remember? Yes. And so we'll sponge off our mats as well. All right, awesome artists. We'll catch you later. Can't wait to see these. Bye.